which psychedelics are these? Because I've heard of this before, psilocybin and ayahuasca and
Mhm.
these sorts of psychedelics that are helping people kind of reset their minds.
Yeah,
Are those the
absolutely.
ones, or are there others as well?
Yeah, there's a lot here, right? There are a lot of, obviously the biggest ones that are, gaining the attention on a national level is
Hmm.
ayahuasca and psilocybin, right?
Yeah.
Traditionally known as the magic mushroom. And there are undergrounds that are happening across the United States that are delivering these modalities of treatment,
Hmm.
that are often being driven by special forces, Army Rangers, and Green Berets, and
Really?
all these different individuals, because we understand what these modalities can bring in forms of
Hmm.
treatment, and we're not waiting for the VA to deliver them any longer. So we're going to do it ourselves. Now, the other types of medicine, to answer your question,
Hmm.
that we're looking at and trying to fight for is, bufo, right? Bufo is a form of
Hmm.
DMT, right? That is the venom from the toad specific to New Mexico, right? So you
Really?
extract
I haven't
that
heard of
venom.
this.
Yeah, you extract the venom, you let the venom dry, and then you put it into a smokable container of some sort, and you take the DMT in that way. We are also advocating for ibogaine, which is a plant from iboga, rather.
Hmm.
Well, let me rephrase: iboga and ibogaine. Ibogaine is a synthetic derivative of iboga, which is the plant-based, um,
Okay.
which is an extraordinarily powerful psychedelic, which has been used to break people of heroin addictions and
Really?
bigger drug addictions that they're
Yeah.
suffering, alcoholism, right? These big problems. And then there's ketamine. Ketamine is
Hmm.
becoming far more accessible right now than any of these other type of modalities. Here in Texas, it's legal, and you can go to clinics and get these types of treatments, and that's what we're trying to provide is, the access, right? The way I say it is, mushrooms for the masses, ayahuasca for the brave. And I've been on both of those journeys, and I've healed myself in many respects, from the things that I've been suffering with for the past 18 years.
Fascinating.
And
Yeah.
it's saved. I've seen it save people.
Hmm.
This is, you know, we sit here and we talk about veteran suicide, and when a veteran commits suicide, we all get upset, and we all, we'll start beating the drum, and then it will dull down until the next suicide.
Hmm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a modality in front of us right now through psychedelics that we can put um, a good process in place, that we can get
Hmm.
these veterans access to this, and we can put a stop to veteran suicide today, like now.
Hmm.
Like, the FDA came through last year and with two studies, and they have labeled psilocybin, the magic mushroom, as breakthrough therapy
Wow.
for heavy depression, anxiety, TBI,
Hmm.
PTSD, and these types of illnesses. So what are we messing around with? Like, I'm tired of watching my friends die.
Yeah.
Let's get them the
Just get it
medicine.
passed. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it to them. It blows me away how the FDA will approve things like McDonald's really quick, and then stuff like this, it takes forever to get passed through to we're
That's
eating
all.
crap. Why not just make things available? They're actually going to help people.
Well, if the FDA was an independent and uninformed, or like a an uninfluenced entity, a three-letter
Hmm.
agency, maybe we would have something that was a little bit more aligned to what you're talking about. But
Right.
fortunately, we have something that's heavily influenced by big pharma, and
Hmm.
and we see it, right? I saw Missouri. We have legislation in Missouri to get veterans access to psilocybin. Missouri is one of
Hmm.
the states in the country that has the highest veteran suicides per capita,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
And
It's
then, as we put this legislation on the floor, we start to see lobbyists come in with a big purse, about eight to
Mhm.
$10 billion, trying to spend money and saying, "Hey, we want synthetic psilocybin passed, because then we can control it. Because if
Right.
it grows out of the ground,
They can't
anybody
control it.
can have access to it."
There's nothing to patent at that point. There's nothing to make money off of.
Right.
Which is exactly why they're not telling us whole foods are good for us. Rather, they try to, pump us full of these soy burgers and, shit that they're creating.